Hey folks, welcome back to the Cotswold Collectibles channel. I'm Greg Brown, the owner and president of the company, and today I wanted to talk to you about toy soldiers. I know Cotswold Collectibles is mostly known for doing action figures in 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale, and 1/18 scale, and such like that. But when I was a kid growing up, I also played with toy soldiers, particularly plastic toy soldiers. Timmy, Marks, NPC and the like. One of my favorite sets was the Marks Navarone set and then the Iwo Jima set. Just really great sets to play with, get your imagination going and such like that. So when I came and bought the company last year and brought it here to Texas, one of the things I really wanted to do was kind of expand a little bit on our selection of product. And with that, I wanted to start carrying Army Men. Fortunately, there's a toy company in Pennsylvania called Victory Buy, and they actually have the mold and toolings and such like that for a lot of the Timmy Toys items, which you're more than familiar with if you're collecting like me. One in particular is this one. It's the United States Soldier set. This is the one that most of us probably remember. It had the guys with the M16s. One was prone shooting an M16. One guy was on his knee shooting a bazooka. Another guy, he had his bayonet. You know, that was a pretty popular set that I grew up with. And so when I found out that there was a company in the U.S. still manufacturing, I was like, I really want to carry this because I think there are a lot of other collectors out there who would like to have these. Not only do they carry this one, they also carry a variety of other things. And they have the the Combat Patrol Army Vehicles and Artillery. This was the Jeep set that many are familiar with the cannon artillery with the wheels. And then they started doing, and due to the response from Star Wars back in the 70s, Timmy Toys did a Galaxy Laser Team set that had kind of like a Chewbacca-looking figure and a spaceman and a Buck Rogers-looking guy. Victory Buy also got the tooling and stuff like that, and we're making them. And I really remember these because I grew up with Star Wars, you know, back in the 70s and 80s. Then what they've started to do is they started to expand into doing other manufacturers other than Timmy Toys. This line is German World War II soldiers. They have it under their BMC toy line. And what these are the NPC German soldiers back from the 70s and 80s that I remember. And I actually had these with a set that I got from Sears or JCPenney's. And then another one, if you were familiar with the Iwo Jima play set from Marks, they also have the Japanese soldiers. Again, they're using Marks tooling. They have it underneath the BMC line, but it's basically exactly just like the Japanese soldiers that came out for the Iwo Jima set. I'm not sure if they released them independently, but I had it with the Iwo Jima set. And this is just a small sampling of what Victory Buy has come out with. You probably recognize the name because they came out with some female Army action figures or female military action figures. We don't have them yet because they've been sold out ever since they introduced them. We're hoping to get them soon. But in the meantime, be sure to check out our page under Victory Buy for these different items. They vary in price. These are right here these are like $13.99. These are $13.99 as well. There's 36 pieces. This particular set, the Galaxy Laser Team, these are a little bit more expensive. These are $14.99. But you have your green and your blue, and I think there's another color. It's like orange and red, which is really cool. The Combat Patrol set, it's $20.99. You get 2 Jeeps and 2 cannons. And finally, this one's the big dog. This one is 100 pieces, and it's $16.99. But you're going to get 50 tan soldiers and 50 green soldiers, which is really cool. And again, this is just a sampling of what we offer from them. We offer Cowboys and Indians, and we offer some different variety larger tanks that they offered later on in the run. So we started carrying these, and then I started realizing there was more out there as far as Army Men. They weren't plastic Army Men, but they were Army Men. One of the items that came across was actually from Hobby Lobby. It's basically, they're kind of like a polystone figure. I would say, I don't know, it's that 4 or 5 inches tall. Hobby Lobby offers them, but we bought some from Hobby Lobby at a reduced price, and so we're basically matching their price. So these retail for $11.99. There's the generic officer, you know, leading the charge. You see a bunch of plastic Army men like this. Then, of course, you have your guy that's basically throwing the hand grenade. And then, of course, you have, your prone soldier firing his gun. There's actually 2 more that we carry, but I just wanted to show these 3 since they're the most popular poses. Like I said, these retail for $11.99, and they've been a real steady seller for us. And they're great for just putting them on your desk, putting them in your study. You got to be careful though, because they're polystone. Then last year we came across a company called Toy Smith, and they were at the New York Toy Fair last year. And of course, I didn't get to make it, but these guys are really cool in the fact that they're even bigger. They're called Epic Army Men, and we sell them in a 3-pack. And basically the 3-pack is, I want to say it's like a $59.97. You get the guy that shoots the bazooka. Then you get the soldier where he's got his CAR rifle and he's saluting. And then finally we got, I guess he's the communications officer or whatever. He's got his pistol, and then he's got a little handy-talkie, walkie-talkie right there so you can communicate. But again, these are like $59.97. We don't sell them separately. We sell them as a 3-pack, but they're really cool. Not too heavy, but super durable. They're more like a plastic army man. And then finally, we came across these guys right here. This is from a company called Great Big Stuff, and they're huge. Now these are, again, they're not plastic. They're a polystone, super durable. We actually offer, I want to say, 4 different versions of these. This obviously is the bazooka soldier, the classic, on one knee pose, shooting the bazooka. And there's one of him. There's one that's a guy prone shooting the rifle on the ground. There's one guy I think is just holding his gun. And then there's a 4th one. It's more like an officer. Now, these are sold individually. They're not sold as a 4-pack, but they're a little bit higher price. These retail for about $124.99 a piece, but the construction is phenomenal. They're very well made. They look just like a plastic toy soldier, but they're just huge. I'm really impressed with them. But I just felt that this is something I would want to have in my man cave or in my house, starting with these medium-sized ones, going to these and starting the big ones. And of course, as a kid, again, I grew up getting these as a stocking stuffer all the time. And I used to love to play Army Man. So I thought, well, if I would be collecting this, maybe there are other collectors out there like me that collect it as well. We'll be providing links for all of these items down here in case you can't get through the search engine. But also make sure that you like and subscribe our page. We're going to try to offer about a video a week. I want to do a showcase on this, but we're going to be doing more videos that are dealing with product reviews, new product arrivals, in both 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale, 1/18 scale, and other scales. So we just kind of want to give a showcase to different things that you might not catch when you're first going through our website. But anyway, have a great week, and see you next week.